Pedro Acosta, the phenomenal rookie, just threw some serious shade towards Marc Marquez, the MotoGP living legend. And not only that, this also ties into Jorge Martin and Acosta's impressive performance with KTM. Ready? Let's dive into it and watch till the end. Here's the story. February 2025, MotoGP world is buzzing. Pedro Acosta, the talk of the town young star, was invited to the popular Spanish TV show La Revuelta, hosted by the witty David Broncano. Everyone was waiting for an epic moment, especially when Broncano asked about his relationship with Marc Marquez. You know what Acosta replied? With a straight face, in a cold tone, he just said one word, "¿Quién?" which means who, in Spanish. The studio fell silent. Bro, imagine, it's like he said, Marc Marquez, sorry, I don't know him, I'm just focused on tearing up the track. Savage, right? It's not just a jab, it's a declaration that Acosta doesn't want to live in anyone's shadow, including Marquez, who has collected 8 World Championship titles. But hold on, the drama doesn't stop there. In the same show, Acosta also touched on Jorge Martin, another top rider who was a sweet surprise last season with Ducati before moving to Aprilia for 2025. When asked about Martin, Acosta said, "Oh, I get along better with him than others, but yeah, without feelings." Then he added a line that gave us all chills. "I'm tough like ice, really cold." What, this isn't just about digs, it's about mindset. Acosta seems to be saying, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to win. And the way he addressed Marquez and Martin makes us wonder, is he intentionally creating distance to focus on his own performance? Or is this just his unique style compared to other riders? Now, to be fair, Acosta isn't always cold towards Marquez. Let's flash back to September 2024 when the season was still hot. Back then, Acosta gave praise that made us all nod in agreement. He said, "No one here forgets who Marc Marquez is. He has the courage to come back from injury. He could just go home, relax with his family, but he chooses to come back to the track. That's what defines someone." Wow, bro, those words hit deep. So the "¿Quién?" jab on La Revuelta seems more like Acosta's mental strategy to show, I respect you, Marc, but I'm not afraid of you. And that's what makes us all curious. What will happen when they meet on the track? Now, let's connect this with Jorge Martin. You know, Martin is no ordinary rider either. In the 2024 season, he was a sweet surprise for Ducati, almost snatching the World Championship title from Francesco Bagnaia. But like Acosta, they both have strong characters and aren't afraid to speak their minds. The difference is, Martin is more vocal about his ambitions, while Acosta plays the cool and calm card. When Acosta said, without feelings about Martin, it's like a code that he doesn't want to get too close to anyone, including Martin, who will be a fierce rival in 2025 with Aprilia. 3 riders from different generations, different teams, but with one goal, MotoGP supremacy. Now, let's zoom in on Acosta's performance with KTM. In the 2024 season, bro, Acosta impressed everyone, joining as a rookie with the Gas Tech 3 team, which is basically KTM's sibling. He immediately became a star. He got his first podium quickly and consistently challenged senior riders. KTM itself, as an up-and-coming Austrian factory team, has the RC16 bike that's becoming more competitive each year. In Acosta's hands, this bike comes alive. He has an aggressive yet smart racing style, perfectly matching KTM's DNA of pushing limits. Data from last season shows Acosta often qualifying in the top 5, and in races he almost always finishes better than his starting position. What does that mean? He's not just fast, but has crazy racing instincts. Now, the 2025 season is just around the corner. The opening round in Thailand at the end of February will be a big stage for Acosta. Imagine he's moving up to the factory KTM team alongside Brad Binder, and they have big targets, taking KTM to the next level. With jabs at Marquez and a cold attitude towards Martin, Acosta seems to signal, I'm not messing around, bro. I'm here to become a legend, and KTM has everything he needs, a fast bike, a solid team, and full support from Red Bull, a sponsor known for turning riders into champions. So, what can we expect from Acosta in 2025? First, he'll be a podium contender for KTM in several races, minimum target. Second, he'll put immense pressure on Marquez and Martin, especially on technical circuits like Thailand or Catalonia that suit his racing style. And third, this is the most exciting part, Acosta has a real chance to prove he's the next legend of MotoGP. Imagine, bro, he's in his early 20s but already has the mindset of a champion and skills that rival the seniors. If he can stay consistent and leverage KTM's strengths, it's not impossible to see him snatch a world title in the coming years. And this drama isn't just about words, it's about what's hot in the MotoGP 2025 grid. The latest news from the paddock says KTM is going all out for Acosta this season. After his stellar performance with Gas Tech 3 last year, he's now officially moving up to the factory team with Brad Binder, and the 2025 RC16 has reportedly been upgraded based on Acosta's racing data. Sources from the team say KTM wants to harness his aggressive style to challenge Ducati and Aprilia at every race. So the jab at Marquez is like fuel to ignite the team's spirit and maybe to make Marquez and Martin go wild when they meet on the track in Thailand. Moreover, Marquez himself didn't remain silent. Recently, in the pre-season tests of 2025, he set a time that amazed everyone with his Ducati GP25. Inside the team, it is said that Marc has found the sweet spot with his new motorcycle, and he promises to give a special response to Acosta in the opening race. Meanwhile, Jorge Martin, who is now with Aprilia, is also on fire. Word has it he's already adapted to the 2025 RSGP and is ready to duel with the KTM duo plus Marquez. However, Martin just had an accident and has to be treated for some time. Yet he has already said that Aprilia is better in several ways than Ducati. The drama is just getting started. Will Marquez respond to Acosta's digs on track? Can Martin prove that Aprilia is fiercer than KTM? Or will Acosta make a huge statement showing he's worthy of following in the footsteps of legends like Rossi, Lorenzo and Marquez? All eyes are on Thailand, and you can bet there'll be plenty of epic moments that make us go, now this is MotoGP. So, whose side are you on? Acosta, Marquez or Martin? Drop your pick in the comments. The 2025 MotoGP season is set to bring a seismic shift, with Aprilia, Ducati and KTM all making bold moves to strengthen their positions. These manufacturers aren't just refining their machines, they're preparing to shake up the grid in ways that could catch even the most seasoned paddock insiders off guard. Given the unpredictable nature of this sport, it's almost certain that more drama lies ahead. But that's precisely what makes it so thrilling to watch, isn't it? Of course, the biggest storyline of all is Ducati's all-star pairing of Pecco Bagnaia and Marc Marquez, two dominant forces now sharing the same garage. Many believe that having two riders of such caliber under one roof will be a recipe for tension, an impossible balancing act that will test the limits of team harmony. But I see it differently. These aren't hot-headed rookies battling for attention. They're proven champions with the maturity to handle the pressure. There will be rivalry, of course, but that's the beauty of elite sport. If anything, this partnership could push both riders to even greater heights, making 2025 a season to remember. Hey MotoGP fans, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with all the latest action.